Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to get really granular. We're looking at the hidden infrastructure that powers some of the biggest video displays in the world.
That's right. We've got some product specs here from HDTV Supply, and we're focusing on one tiny but critical component.
And it has quite the name. It's the tvONE CM-DVIU-XSC-2OUT dual DVI-I scaling output module.
Yeah, that is a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? But that name really tells you everything. The key word in there, the thing we need to unpack, is scaling.
Okay, so this is an output card for those big professional CORIOmatrix systems.
Yeah.
Its job is to scale.
That's its whole job, to make sure the video signal it sends out is a perfect match for whatever screen it's connected to.
So I guess the big question is, why? I mean, my laptop, my TV, they all handle scaling just fine. Why do you need a dedicated piece of hardware that costs, thousands of dollars for this?
Well, it all comes down to precision, absolute guaranteed precision. In those professional environments, think huge video walls or mission-critical command centers. You just can't have any guesswork.
You can't have the display trying to figure it out on its own.
Exactly. Imagine you have standard 1080p video, and it needs to go on some really unusual custom LED display. This module acts as what the source material wonderfully calls a tailor for your video signals.
A tailor. I love that analogy. It's not just stretching the image, it's custom fitting it.
Custom fitting it 60 times a second without dropping a single pixel. Physically, it's a simple-looking card. It has a dual-port design, so you get two DVI-I outputs.
But the specs show it's doing a lot more under the hood. There are some important compliance features mentioned here.
Oh, absolutely. That's non-negotiable in this space. First, it's HDCP compliant.
So that's the digital handshake for copy-protected content.
That's a great way to put it. It's like the digital bouncer making sure a secure feed, like from a Blu-ray player or a protected stream, isn't being illegally copied on its way to the screen.
Got it. And the second one is TAA compliant. That sounds more like a government or corporate thing.
It is. TAA is the Trade Agreements Act. For a system designer building, say, a government command center, it's a guarantee that the product was made in the U.S. or an approved country. It's about supply chain security.
Okay, so it's a tiny card packed with a ton of precision and trust, which I suppose brings us to the price.
Right.
How much does this kind of specialized gear cost?
Well, the list price on this specific module, the CM-DVIU-XSC-2OUT, is $2,155.
Wow. Okay.
And that price really starts to make sense when you look at its siblings in the same product family. It tells a story.
Yeah, the sources list a few alternatives. There's a similar DVI-I scaler, just not the universal one, that's a little cheaper at $2,080.
A small step down. But what if you need to send that signal a really long way, over like a standard network cable?
Then you need a different technology, HDBaseT.
Right. And that module, which does the scaling and the long-distance conversion, jumps to $2,595.
And then for the broadcast world, there's a 3G SDI module, which is even more expensive.
$2,610. So you can see you're not just paying for a feature. You're paying for guaranteed performance within a very specific professional standard.
It's an incredible illustration of how, in the Pro AV world, you're buying certainty. This module's job is to deliver a perfect signal, period.
So when you think about it, we've just spent all this time on one $2,000 component whose whole reason for being is to be the perfect tailor for just two video outputs.
Yeah.
If achieving a flawless image on a giant video wall relies on having a dedicated piece of hardware like this for every single output, it really makes you think. What does that imply about the staggering complexity of managing these massive systems? And maybe more importantly, what visual disasters are these little cards preventing every single second of every day? Something for you to chew on until our next deep dive.